Agriculture provides employment to 65% of Africa's population and accounts for at least 30% of the gross domestic product of the continent, which women constitute at least 50% of the labor. Agriculture in Africa is rain-fed, less mechanized, largely small-scale, producing yields much lower than those achieved in advanced agriculture systems. However, experts believe that the underdevelopment of agriculture is one of the primary reasons for continuous food insecurity, malnutrition, and poverty level. Speaking at the launch of a booklet on genetic modification technology in Africa entitled Regulation of Agriculture GM Technology in Africa, the Chief Executive Officer of the National Council for Science and Technology, Professor Shakat Abdul Razak, urged African leaders to devote a percentage of their GDP into research and development of technology, human capacity to enhance agriculture production. He further noted that there is a need for African scientists to be recognized in the advancement of technology.
Produce from depleted soils is by bringing technology. The only way we can be able to move from one point to another is by embracing innovation. So I think Africa, we need to invest. We need to invest at least 1% of the GDP. Kenya, we've just passed a law, 2% of the GDP is going to be pumped in research and development. That is one. Secondly, invest in human resource. When you invest in human resource, then you can see we are not going to be consumers of technology, but we are going to be producers of technology. And thirdly, we must celebrate our own African intellectuals. We must be able to look at indigenous knowledge and bring the technology and innovation that will address our challenges in Africa.
The chairman of the Kenya National Academy of Science, Professor Raphael Nunavu, noted that the scientists must play a critical role in poverty alleviation as well as communicate science to the public understanding.
Scientists, we have a critical role to address how we alleviate poverty, how we create access to food, how we create access to sustainable development in our countries. We must do this by communicating science issues in a clear, understandable language that the public will understand and that the government will be able to use in making appropriate science policies.
The Executive Manager of Biosafety Commission of South Africa, Dr. Henry Growath, urged scientists to play a key role in the implementation of scientific policy in their respective country to advance science. From Nairobi, Kenya, Noah Nash, reporting for Varsat One News.